and Molina look at each other from across the ring. Both corners have to figure that the winner of this round wins the fight. It comes down to a one-round fight right now.
And if it goes to a draw, then of course the champion walks away with his title.
And he'd have to be considered rather lucky because at least for the first 5 or 6 rounds of this fight, he was not impressive in the least. But he has come on, he has rallied, much like he did in the Lockridge fight. Round number 12, the two-touch gloves at center ring. John Molina, the challenger. He comes out realizing that he must take it. Lopez landing a big combination, rocking Molina. Lopez realizing it's all on the line here in round number 12. Molina knows it's all on the line. The winner of this round probably will get the nod from the judges. Another good combination landed by the Tiger.
And right now, the Tiger seems to have the edge in this with these combinations to the body and back up to the head.
Lopez saving the best for last, hopefully not too late. Molina showing a little bit of fatigue, just slumping over.
In the last 2 rounds, he was breathing heavily from the mouth, and he has definitely slowed considerably. This is the first time this is new country for him in the 12th round.
Lopez trying to land that big right hand.
Both guys are looking for one big bomb.
Lopez certainly more impressive here in round number 12, although Molina comes back with a nice combination himself.
There's a good uppercut to the head of Lopez.
The crowd is starting to chant, Tony, Tony. Some excellent combinations by Lopez.
2 good left-right combinations to the head of Molina from Tony Lopez.
The corner of Molina yelling, but Molina looks very, very tired where Lopez continues the pressure. A left staggers Molina, but he comes right back for more. Now he comes back with a combination, but Lopez. Both fighters are now edging toward exhaustion. Midway through round number 12.
There's absolutely no bounce in the legs of Molina at this point, but the champion is bouncing back and forth. Good left-right exchange from both fighters.
A tremendous 12th round here. Both fighters showing a lot of grit, but Lopez certainly landing the more effective punches. John Molina trying to hold on to that big lead he built up in rounds 1 through 6, and now Lopez with a big comeback here. The combinations are now being landed. Molina trying to get flashy. A good combination by Molina stuns the champion. Jimmy Montoya just yelling at Tony Lopez to put his punches together.
He's exhorting him to get inside and put those combinations together like they worked on in the gym. Good right hand.
Toe-to-toe they go here in round number 12. John Molina, the challenger, trying to steal the title from the champ, Tony Lopez. A nice combination by Molina, rocks Lopez as he heads back toward the ropes. Inside 20 seconds. Lopez continues to stick out the jab. The crowd is yelling, Tony. Hank Ellis crew pulls the two fighters apart inside 15 seconds. Molina rallying here late in round number 12. This will be a critical decision by the judges. Both fighters essentially out on their feet, but Molina rallying here in round number 12. It is over, and John Molina feels he might have stolen the title here. The IBF Junior Lightweight Championship title is definitely on the line. The judges go to the scorecards, a 12-round decision. How close can it be? Who did you give that last round to, Sonny?
That last round was so close, I'm afraid to give you. But I gave the slight edge to the champion. I may be wrong.
It has gone to the scorecards of the judges. We are going to stay ringside here for the decision by the judges. A 10-point must-have, and as we said, 3 judges at ringside have their work cut out for them. And we know which, of course, will be the most popular decision. But you mentioned a draw, and right now you have to figure it's certainly a distinct possibility.
And the official scoring will come from the judges, and we have to sit and wonder, how did they view the fight? In the eyes of the judges, it's completely different from yours and mine.
And we had a different seat than the judges ringside, so we'll have to see. Tony Lopez, once again, has to feel that if he had the wake-up call a little earlier, maybe than the 5th or 6th round, he probably could have won this fight rather easily. But John Molina coming out quickly, taking the fight to the champion, building up what many people think might have been a pretty big lead going into the late rounds. Did Lopez rally enough in rounds 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 to pull this one out?
Did the point deduction help the champion pull this victory out? Because there was a point deduction in there.
If the stations would stay with us, we're going to have the decision of the championship directly as the judges have turned in their scorecards. And we hope to have it directly in just a matter of seconds and see if John Molina came to Sacramento and stole the title from the champion, Tony Lopez, making his first title defense. This is the only knockdown of the fight. It occurred in round number 2 when John Molina was in pretty good shape. A nice left over, a tucked in right by Lopez, and down went the champ. In fact, round number 2 was a big round for John Molina. He had him hurt, had him out. We thought very close.
Yes.
And you thought the Hank Ellis crew, the ref, could have stopped it at that point. At least a standing 8 was in order.
A standing 8 count, yes. But
John Molina in his corner from Puerto Rico feeling very strongly that they won this decision. The Lopez corner, of course, Will Edgington and Jimmy Montoya feel that their man did just enough maybe to get a nod from the judges.
And we'll have to wait for
We'll
the
have to
judge's
wait and
decision
see. And please,
exactly.
if the local stations would stand by, because the decision, it will be rendered in a matter of seconds. There is your challenger coming from Puerto Rico. And the Puerto Rico fans down there in Channel 11 have to be extremely excited about the way their fighter fought. And of course, Arco Center, excuse me, is the site. And right now we're going to send you up to Jim Hall for the announcement of the judges' scorecards.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a unanimous decision. Judge Gibbs scores it 114-113. Judge Smith scores it 114-113. Judge Maltz scores it 115-111. Winner by unanimous decision, and still IBF Junior Lightweight Champion of the World, Tony the Tiger Lopez.
Tony Lopez retains his IBF Junior Lightweight title with a surprisingly unanimous decision. 114-113, 114-113, and a scorecard which I might have to do a little investigation into. 115-111.
Where did that come from?
Hard to fathom. We had it a scorecard, probably a point winner for Tony Lopez.
Yes.
So the crowd here in Sacramento extremely happy with the decision. Tony Lopez here on score, retaining his IBF Junior Lightweight Championship. For Sonny Means, I'm Hugh Millay bidding you farewell from the Arco Center in Sacramento. Good night, everybody. We're Tony Lopez.